Gil Martin here, and welcome everybody to today's episode of the Daily Packers Post, where we bring you in-depth videos on your Green Bay Packers. We have a new video dropping every day, Monday through Friday, so hit the like button and subscribe so you never miss an episode. Today, we're going to talk about something we observed at family night from quarterback Jordan Love, and it was something that was missing from his game a year ago, but seemed to be back, and that's a great sign for the Green Bay Packers. You know, Love got injured in the season opener on the final series of the game against the Eagles on that skating rink that was the field in Sao Paulo, Brazil, and he never was fully healthy for the rest of the year. He missed 2 full games, parts of 2 others, and really played through the injuries. So he didn't quite get back to the dominant form he had showed during the second half of 2023. But on family night, Love did show something that was missing a year ago, and that has to be encouraging. Now, look, you always take family night with a grain of salt. The quarterbacks are wearing the red non-contact jerseys. They're not going to get tackled. But there are still certain things that you can glean from the performance, even though they were not allowed to fully sack Jordan Love. And the thing you have to look at when you go back to when Jordan Love was drafted in 2020, one of the traits, not the only one, but one of the many traits that the Packers and GM Brian Gutekunst liked about Love was his ability to evade the rush when necessary. Look, he's no Lamar Jackson, but he's capable of picking up a first down when the pressure came and he had no other options, and certainly to extend plays. If the pass rush is coming, he could avoid the rush, extend plays, look downfield, and complete a pass. You know, when the original play broke down, Love was very good in the second half of 2023 at making big gains out of plays that had broken down. And you look at his numbers from 2023, he ran 49 times for 247 yards. That's almost 5 yards per carry. And, you know, he picked up 16 first downs with his legs. And keep in mind that 247 yards and 4.9 yards per carry includes any kneel downs at the end of a game, which lowers the average. Well, last year, when he was injured, Love wasn't able or willing or confident enough to run the way he did the previous season. He gained only 83 yards on 23 carries. So he had less than half the number of carries. The average yards per rush down 1.6 yards per rush to 3.3, which is, again, a big difference. And he only had 9 first downs, just a smidge more than half of what he had in 2023. He just didn't have the mobility because of the injuries. And at family night, we saw the mobility return for Jordan Love. He had an 18-yard gain on one play where he escaped the pocket, saw a lot of, open field, and was able to evade defenders and take advantage of it. And it was clear. It was really obvious that this player looked different than he did last year. And, Jordan Love struggled with mobility because of the injuries. Malik Willis was kind of the opposite. He had 20 carries for 138 yards, a 6.9 yard average per rush, 6 first downs, 1 touchdown. And that's a guy who was only starting 2 games and had substantial playing time in 2 others. So, Matt LaFleur had to adjust his playbook to play to Willis's strengths, and mobility is definitely one of them. But you could see the difference between Willis and Love, and the difference between Love of last year and Love at family night as far as his mobility, escapability, and willingness to run the football. And the coaching staff has indicated during training camp that they want to see more running when necessary from Jordan Love. Obviously, they'd rather see him throwing the ball than running it. But here's what Adam Stenavich said when asked if he wanted to see Love run more frequently this year. Absolutely. Anytime you get an opportunity to escape the pocket or the defense gives you a rush lane to run through, I think it's a huge weapon. And Jordan has that ability to make some big plays down the field. So, yeah, we encourage that for sure. So, look, I don't think we're going to see a lot of Jordan Love during the preseason. Maybe he'll get a series or two at most. But once the regular season starts, we need to see, not that I want to see Jordan Love running the ball all the time or often even, but when it's there and when you can gain 8, 10, 15 yards by running through a lane that's there or avoiding the rush, extending plays and throwing the ball downfield, I want to see Jordan Love return to that form he had in 2023 and before that. And if he stays healthy, I think there are plenty of good signs that that's the Jordan Love we're going to see in 2025. Don't forget, check out our website at thepackerspost.com for in-depth articles about your Packers Monday through Saturday. And here on YouTube, hit the like button and subscribe so you never miss one of our episodes here on the Daily Packers Post. I'm Gil Martin. Have a great day, everyone. Thanks for watching. And of course, go Pack Go.